Brahmastra was a weapon created by the creator Brahma to preserve dharma and satya, the ultimate truth. When the Brahmastra was unleashed, there was neither a counterattack nor a defense that could stop it, except for Brahmadanda, a stick also created by Brahma. It could be evoked by the user after great concentration and meditating on its creator, and could be used just once a day to eliminate an adversary who could not be beaten by any other means. Brahma had constructed a weapon even more formidable than the Brahmastra, named the Brahmashirsha Astra, which was never used in combat, since it possessed strength comparable to the Brahmastra, representing the four heads of Brahma, and in the Mahabharata conflict, it was known only to Dronacharya, Aswathama, Arjuna, and Karna. Brahmastra also causes considerable environmental harm. For many ages, the ground where it falls becomes barren, and both men and women become sterile in that location. Greenery will fade, rainfall will diminish, and the soil will develop cracks like in a drought. People in the region will be genetically impacted and will give birth to faulty offspring for the following several generations. All these statements imply that Brahmastra was certainly a nuclear weapon, as the effects sound identical to what happened in Hiroshima and Nagasaki during the Second World War. The use of Brahmastra was mentioned several times in Puranas and epics. Vishwamitra employed it against Vashishta, but the Brahmastra was absorbed by Brahmadanda since Vashishta was a Brahm rishi capable of alternative creation like Brahma. In the Ramayana, Rama sought to utilize it to build a passage out of water so that the army of Vanar Sena could march towards Lanka. But Samudra, lord of the seas, arrived and warned Rama about the technical challenges of deploying the weapon and pleaded with him not to dry the ocean and destroy all living beings in it. So, Rama guided it to Drumtulya, which fell in the area of present-day Rajasthan, causing it to become a desert. Later, Rama opted to create a bridge, which still stands between India and Sri Lanka. Indrajit employed Brahmastra to arrest Hanuman, who was demolishing Ashok Vatika after discovering Sita. Indrajit also employed it against Lakshmana, but it was counterattacked. During the fight between Arjuna and Aswathama in the Mahabharata, both invoked Brahmashirsha Astra, yet the combined strength of both weapons would have killed all life on earth. So Ved Vyas interfered and requested that they remove their firearms. Arjuna could summon it back, but Aswathama had no concept of recall, so he redirected it to target the unborn grandchild of Arjuna, Parikshit, who was still in his mother's womb. This withdrawal of weapons, or calling back the weapon after its deployment, sounds similar to a boomerang. There are multiple weapons described in Puranas and Vedas like Agnyastra, Brahmastra, Garudastra, Kaumodki, Narayanastra, Pashuptastra, Shiva Dhanush, Sudarshana Chakra, Trishul, Vaishnavastra, Varunastra, and Vayavastra, but the Trishul, Sudarshan Chakra, and the Brahmastra are the most powerful. Brahmastra nuclear missile generated and powered by only Gayatri Mantra. Brahmastra is released by Gayatri Mantra but in a different method. Any weapon, or even a grass straw, may be empowered by concentrating and spelling the Gayatri Mantra in a precise reverse sequence of its syllables. This approach to repeating a mantra is called Viloma, regular manner is Anuloma, normal way is Anuloma. The combined impact of Anulovilom chanting enhances the strength of that mantra, and the sadhak attains siddhi sooner than normal. Ahirbudhanya Sanhita of the Pancharatra Agma Volume 1 says, it includes air, fire and cosmic poison, to goat-like teeth, full of poison, hefty emits air, contains mercury, fiery, glittering, sky is filled with air, enemy killing extremely radiant, and it is projected with 3 him, Gayatri at its heart. It is known as Brahmastra. When a sadhaka meditates and raises his kundalini, Brahmastra in this context, it takes energy from his base chakra, Mooladhara, and surges upwards. Then, it penetrates through 5 further chakras, absorbing energy from each of them at every level. Conclusion. Today's nuclear weapon is equals to 1% of ancient Brahmastra. So just assume how powerful ancient weapons was. This is it for today's video. Hope you liked the video and don't forget to hit the subscribe button. See you in the next video.